Welcome to another episode of Pels and the Blender. It's your boy A. Davis. I got Mr. Mike B in the building with me right now. What up, Mike?
What it do? What it do?
Cooling. And we got our boy Chris Connor gonna be joining in a second. Waiting on them to tap in. So basically, we'll go ahead and give you a little update of how we came up with this episode. So we did Pels and the Blender. Me and Mike did an 82 game season and came up with some numbers and how we came up with around 49 wins, somewhere around there, right?
Yeah.
And obviously that's give or take. And Lito and Chris did an episode, and I think they came up. I'm gonna ask him when he got here, when he get it, but I think they came up with somewhere around 41 to 43 wins. So let me ask you, Mike, while I got you before he jump on, what you think about like the 41 win season? Like, how you feel about the 41?
Well, like me and you have talked, this is probably the third time we don't essentially talk. We said the Pels is gonna be a top
Yeah.
6 seed if everything goes correctly, right? Like we get.
Whoa,
What's up, y'all?
Oh, what's popping?
what it do?
What's up, y'all?
Welcome to the show, Mr. Chris. Chris, that's Mike. Mike, that's Chris. Little formal
Mike, what's up, bro?
introductions.
What's popping, bro?
What's up with you?
While we live and
Ain't
rolling,
nothing,
you heard me? That's how y'all do it. I actually was just Chris, go ahead and introduce, kind of bring you up to speed. I was saying how we came to do this show where y'all did y'all 82 game season, you and Lito, and me and Mike did an 82 game season. We came up with 49 wins. I think y'all came up with what, like somewhere around 41, 42, something like that.
Yeah. If I remember, it was like 42, 41, somewhere around there.
Okay. So I was asking Mike, how you feel about the 41 win season? Go ahead, Mike.
Nah, I was just saying, like we said before, right? Like, if we believe the Pels could be a top 6 seed, then with 41 or 42, that's not going to be top 6. So that's really, honestly, that's where we were at with that. And I was saying, like Chris, like if everything go right, which we know this team, everything don't go right, but hypothetically speaking, if we get Zion for 60 games, let's say that, I think if we get Zion and Trey, if they combine for at least, let's say, right around that 120 mark combined games, I think we getting that 48 to and probably up from there.
Well, Mike, appreciate you. What you think of that, Chris?
I mean, look, the best way I could really describe or respond to that is, I think that there is a 50 win version of this team. You know, like somewhere in there's a 50 win team there.
Very
the
deep down in that somewhere.
But that's crazy. But the problem.
That's what I'm saying. That's far. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
a
little bit. But I would, I kind of you just got to be caution. Like you got to be cautionary. You got to move. I wouldn't say necessarily pessimistic, but you gotta kind of be somewhere in the middle, from my perspective, until you see certain things happen. Right. I'm way more optimistic than Vegas, for example.
Absolutely.
Like, I mean everybody
double A wins.
That's not an issue for me. And I think that there's a lot of teams that the Pelicans are kind of, lumped up with, or even some that are ahead of them, that we're gonna be looking around when the season starts like, oh, the Pelicans on their level, or the Pelicans then pass them up. It's just it's so many things, as always, typically with this team, that so many question marks, so many things you have to see, and new fitting parts, and things you may not feel confident about that have already been there from like the coach and some of the things like that, and Zion's availability, Zion's maturation of sorts. So where you kind of, I feel way more comfortable saying, all right, this is a 500 team until I see something different, because the talent tells me that they're a lot better than that, but I got to see it play out.
So in your case, you're saying you need to see something tangible, right? Like, I need to see it actually bear fruit a little bit to say they're going to be a 50 win team. Until then, we got to be a little pessimistic. So I think in my view of it was, I think I'm already seeing some of the things that I wanted to see to kind of take a more positive approach. Like I like them getting Joe Dumars in the building and him immediately not waiting to move CJ and bringing in Jordan Poole. So for me, that was a check. I like that they didn't play around with the Zion. Well, what we doing, what we not doing. They came and immediately look, we behind that guy. That's our guy. We moving forward. This is the first, and I'm big on. I think him being supported for the first time gives you the best version of him. And when we seen the best version of him, like he looks like an elite player.
Well, look, here's the thing: the Pelicans are one of the few teams that's like this. Like if you compare them to the teams that are within their
Range.
win expectancy range.
Mm-hmm.
If their best player plays 60 games, they are probably going to win 45 to 50.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if I say if Alex Sarr plays 50 games for, I'm just off the top of my
yeah.
Washington,
it don't make a difference.
It don't really make a difference if I'm trying to think some other teams that are in the area of the Pelicans right now.
Let's like Memphis.
Yeah. Well, see, Memphis a little different because for whatever reason, it don't matter who play for them. 9 times out of 10, they gonna put themselves in a situation to make the playoffs. They always find, they always got depth. Ja in the lineup, out of the lineup, whether he hurt, Jaren Jackson hurt, this person out. They always figure it out. If Ja plays 60 games for them, you probably talking about, they may be in the top echelon of the Western Conference, maybe depending on how you feel about Ja. But with Zion and the Pelicans, you comparing them to, like you mentioned, Charlotte, right? Okay, Charlotte, cool. Or let's say they're in the range of, like, if we're talking win expectancy, Portland. If LaMelo plays 60 games, I think Charlotte gonna win 45 to 50 games. Not even in the East, no. Like if shit, who the best player on Portland these days?
Exactly my point. That's exactly.
They got too many. Well, in their case, they got I mean, is it Denny? They got too many players over there. But whoever you think the best player is on Portland, if that guy with all the talent they have over there plays 60 games, it doesn't make me feel confident that I can, pinpoint them as a team in the top 6, as Mike said. All of this is hinges on Zion. Alvin, you said something that's important, and I've been thinking about recently, is like now, like there are no outs for him. Like this is it. There is no, you can hide behind this person's shadow. We still got BI here. No, this is like you, Joe. Part of Joe Dumars is being here. A big part of his responsibility is you making sure you on the right path. So, that might help him. That alone might be something that gives him a different level of energy and different level of perspective of just knowing. Like, bro, some people, they just need to, they only know how to give you their best when they ain't got no other alternative. But it's easy for somebody to slack off when they know they got a different level of protection. I could play, I could take this game off. CJ got it. This person got, he don't really know. And in this case, he's playing for, in a lot of respects, his basketball future. I'm not saying in reference to him, he ain't gonna be out the league necessarily, hopefully not. But
you playing for that money.
This the last year for me that Zion has a chance to really come anywhere close to claiming the guy that was drafted, that was coming out of Duke. Problem with him is that on one side, you've seen it so often in the 20 games that you can expect them play to play throughout the year, or the 30 games, or so on and so forth. You get this. He's one of the only people, maybe even Mike, some teams that are a little bit higher than the Pelicans. He's one of the only people to where this team's win and loss expectancy is all around him. I guarantee you, if you told them season ticket holders Zion's gonna play every home game,
it's lit.
it would look a lot different. I guarantee you, the national pundits, if they knew Zion's playing 60 games, the Western Conference conversations would be totally different. It's on him.
For sure. And I think
ahead,
to your point, Chris, so for me, like me and Alvin, we talk about Zion like all the time because I have for me, I think he's an elite player when he plays. He just barely plays. So my thing is to I can sort of see where you at the 41, 42 games. Because one of my biggest arguments with Zion is like, look, every time Zion does what he does, it's a small sample size. So I don't know what Zion looks like. Well, we've only seen Zion, twice play more than 60 games. The last time we saw him play 70, all his numbers were down. Points, efficiency, everything was down. So for me, I'm like, look, if Zion plays 70 games, how do I know he's going to give us what he looked like in those 30 games? Because again, he's traveling more. That's, more jet lag, more back-to-back. Like that's you know what I'm saying? You're going to be worn out like through the season, getting through the season. You're not doing that playing 30 games. Half the time you're not traveling. So for me, that's why I have a little nervousness. But I do think, again, to your point, yeah, if he plays 60 games, that's about 45 wins. And then I think with Trey and Poole, if they come along with them, then there's your extra
10 games.
Like 10, if that. Now we're talking like 55 damn near with that. But you know what I mean? Like that's your extra 4 or 5 games that they may help you win. So
yeah. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and throw up the schedule. Can everybody see that? Can y'all see that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty clear. All right, cool. So we'll run through it and then see where we fall. So I'm not sure how y'all did this, Chris, but essentially we're gonna, roll home and call it out. I'm gonna mark it down and then we'll count it at the end. I did some of the research on some of these games earlier about like road teams and all of that. So we'll look at every factor that we can kind of account for. So opening night at Memphis, dub or L? What y'all think?
So I know we talked about it, and Chris, I think you and Lito did the same thing. I ain't gonna BS y'all right now. I think we starting off 3-0.
Like I got it and I do too.
I think Chris and Lito, I think when y'all did y'all part on the schedule, if I'm not mistaken, y'all sort of on the same line. Mm-hmm. Like I'm thinking 3-0 out the gate.
Great information, Trey. Appreciate that. I got a dub against Memphis simply because Bane is gone. They got a brand new coach, and I personally just think we better than them right now. What you think?
I got a dub. I mean, those are two good factors to consider. I think for whatever reason, like I'd rather like when Ja comes to New Orleans, it's a home game for him. It don't make any sense, but I guess it do make all the sense. But if the game was in New Orleans, I feel a lot less confident. Like in Memphis, Jerry Jackson Jr. probably not being available that early in the year, which is a big part of the things that they're gonna need.
No Zach Edey either.
Yep.
There you go. Yeah. I got the Pelicans winning that game.
All right, so let's mark that as a W. We 1-0. We come back home, 1 day's rest, fly back. You got San Antonio in the blender, home opener. I'm sorry, I got that as a dub. Zion's record against the Spurs is really good. I don't really trust Wemby like everybody thinks yet. Like Wemby's one of those players that's got to show me. Appreciate you, Trey, who just put this information in there. Harper just tore a ligament in his left thumb. So
yeah, he's lefty too.
So he on that Derek Queen time right now. So I'm gonna mark us down as a dub for that. What y'all think?
Yeah,
I think it's a win.
Yeah.
All right. So W, you 2-0. You got the Celtics. You 2 days rest. The Celtics coming in. There is no Tatum. There is no Tatum. There is no Drew. There is no Porzingis. Possibly no Horford. You gotta win this game. Yeah, no Luke Cornett. I just think you got to win this game. They played both times. They played them last year. The loaded, and then that Boston team was incredible last season as well. And you took them to the wire both times. I think you got to win this one at home. I got it as a dub. Yeah,
I agree,
Mike.
I agree. 3-0, and Trey usually show out against the last few games when we seen Trey go against Boston. He just like I'm on that type of time. So
yeah.
3-0.
So then we got the first. We go back on the road. 1 day's rest. We go on the road to Denver. It's still early in the season, so they'll be figuring out their rotation and whatnot. But I personally, it's Joker and Murray. Like, you know what I mean? And we've seen times where we play well against them, but I still kind of got to give them benefit of the doubt, especially early in the season. If they saw a 3-0 Pels team coming in, I think they'd be ready to play. I got it as an L. What y'all think?
Same, L.
I agree.
All right, so we are 3-1. Yeah. Just so you know, also why I got that one as an L, that would be only Denver's second home game. So like they absolutely because they start off on the road, they not letting that one get by, in my opinion. So after that, we got the Clippers take a night off. We fly to LA. Clippers on the first night of a back-to-back again, and then the second game is OKC. So I think we take care of business against the Clippers because that's one of those teams where we play well against them. Who knows what's going to happen with the season, with what's going on with Obama right now. You know, there might be some penalties or some kind of suspensions going on. Who knows? Anyway, I think we take advantage. I got us getting a dub.
I can see that. I agree with that. I do think the Clippers are going to be a much better team, but I also think it's going to take them a couple of games to like figure out Bill and Ty Lue is a great coach and probably the best coach to do that for them. But figuring out Bill with CP3 and stuff like that, so I give it that dub.
What you think?
I got the Pelicans in this game. I mean, I think I had them personally winning the game before any of the Kawhi and Ballmer stuff came out, just because, like Mike mentioned, Pelicans always match up well with them, and this has been like not just a couple of years, or 3, 4, 5 years, no matter whether it's Paul George, whether it's Kawhi, whatnot. Their thing is they never, like most teams don't, but they for sure have never had a true answer for Zion. They just keep shuffling things around, and if Zion's healthy, they feel like the Pelicans always show up, whether it's in LA or back in New Orleans. Yeah. I like that matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. Now I think we all gonna agree on this next one. So right now we are 4-1, but yeah, this next one we not gonna Looney guards Joker pretty well. Yeah, maybe, but I don't think that's gonna make a difference when we play them, to be honest. OKC, we all in agreement, 4-2.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna just let you know now. Anytime I see OKC on the schedule, unless for me, OKC and Houston, anytime I see them, it's gonna be an L. Personally, they gotta prove to me they could beat them.
I don't feel that way with Houston. OKC, I agree with Houston. I don't feel that way.
Well, okay, we could discuss that one.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, so you got a 3-game road trip, right? You on the road 3 games, you come back, you get a night off, and then you got Charlotte, like on the first night of a back-to-back before you play. Who's that second game? Dallas. You gotta win the Charlotte game, like to be the team that we think that they playing. The one thing they did in the 49-win season. And I hate to keep referencing it like that, but they beat the teams they were supposed to beat. This is a team you're supposed to beat. I think you get it. It's only the 3rd game at home. I think they get it done. What y'all think?
What you got, Chris?
I think they're gonna win. Charlotte also a team that has a lot of question marks. They might be a team that get off to a fast start, just to surprise some folks. But Pelicans should be able to win that game.
Yeah. All right. So then the back to back, you go to Dallas, and then again, this is Dallas, no Kyrie. They do have Cooper Flag. So what do we think? What do y'all think? This is the first back to back of the season as well. What do y'all think about the Dallas game? Right now we 5-2.
It's funny because like for Dallas, for me, it's hard for me to decide this with no Kyrie. It's one of those like, bro, I gotta watch Dallas play a game because it just the players they went got like D'Lo. I don't think Dinwiddie's there no more. So it's like D'Lo, Clay, 80. Like I don't. It's just weird. Like it's just the weird. So I don't know, but I do think we might lose that one though. I think we're gonna lose that one. And at Dallas on the second night of a back to back.
So the way I could see this happening, because I think one of the things we got to keep in perspective is that some of these games that we're talking about are in-season tournament games. So, and I don't remember if this Dallas game is one or not. It might be
in-season tournament that soon. This is the beginning of November. This is like the first real week of November.
We gotta check, but I think so, but I don't remember. But like the qualifying games, Dallas. But let's say, I mean, whether it is or whether it's not, I think Dallas also, like Mike said, they're a question mark. If Kyrie was there, I think we all would agree more than likely there would be a loss. But having Cooper there, having and seeing how that transition goes.
It is seeing how tournament game.
Okay, there we go. So seeing how all those things fit around them, that might benefit the Pelicans, who really ain't gonna have much time to think after like being on the road, leaving Charlotte. Maybe that's a game that they win by a decent amount of points. The starters get the rest of the full quarter, and they go up the street. You know what I mean, to play a game that they probably would be. I mean, but shit, and Dallas is, is home for Zion. And, like Dallas is home for Zion, and like we might be talking, like think about starting the year and not like the one thing we didn't talk about is Zion playing. We're not even having the conversation. Is he playing a back to back? Now, I guarantee you, he's gonna be, unless he has an early season injury.
He's playing back to backs.
He's going to play. He may not play all of them, but this early in the year.
Yeah. I think the Joe Dumars effect is that right there. Joe Dumars, anything that Griff tried, I think to a degree, they immediately taken that out. So like we gonna rush you on early back to backs, kind of like you said, unless he got an injury or something. I don't think he sit back to backs. So where y'all fall on it? Because I personally think. And Mike, I think me and you talked about this. I think they blast Charlotte early, kind of get them out the way. Pause. That's a little crazy. I know. I think they take care of Charlotte early. That way, for the road trip, you rested, ready to go. So honestly, I'm gonna call it a dub.
I'm worried about. Well, I won't say worried, but I'm skeptical about Dallas's consistency at the guard position starting out the year. No, I mean, like D'Lo or not, I think that there is a level of consistency that they are going to miss, and to beat. I think if you really gonna want to deal with the Pelicans, if you want to beat them, whether it's early or whether it's late, I think those guards that can get to the paint, they're gonna be the ones that give them the most trouble. But if most of the offense is coming from like inside out, or if it's starting like forwards, and they can be a little bit more stagnant defensively, especially all back to back, that's gonna probably help. So I mean, Mike said it. We really don't know what this Dallas team is gonna look like, even if you expect them to be solid or good. So that would probably give the edge to the Pelicans, and I would say that I expect them to win.
Yeah, the only thing we know that I can say with a guarantee is like they're gonna defend. You got AD, you got Flag, you got Max Christie, like you got defenders, PJ. You know what I mean? Like they got
defenders.
Najee, yeah, Gafford, like they're going to defend. So, and I'm thinking, look, it's the second night of a back-to-back. Yeah, we beat Charlotte and we got the rookies and the reserves in. But even still, it's like, bro, I gotta get on this plane, get to Dallas, and get defended by all these dudes. Like, so
I'm gonna tell you my last point on that, and we'll move on. But I think this, because before this will be, if everything go according to how we look at it, we'll be 5-2 going into that game. And the narrative will be starting to change around the team. You'll be hearing people say this team was projected to win 20 games. Last season, they won 21 games. If we get off to a 5-2 start, that means Z, Trey, and Poole are probably playing relatively well. So I think they'll have a little momentum. If they somehow pull off the Dallas, I do have them winning. I think that'll kind of be the shift in momentum that we need. So after Dallas, you got 2 days rest. Then you stay in Texas. You got the Spurs. And now this is the thing that's crazy about this. So we get 2 days off. We got the Spurs, but the Spurs are going to be on the second night of a back-to-back. They just played the night before they would have played Houston.
Dub,
what you think?
I think they losing this one.
Think they losing?
Yeah,
so,
yeah. I think.
Why you think they lose?
Well, if you beat Dallas, I mean, you probably, we haven't seen if everything that you said is correct in regards to the narrative changing and they win that Dallas game. Well, what typically happens? Teams get full of themselves. They in Dallas. They in a fun time. Well, a fun space. Motherfuckers go out, get drunk. We know this team love to party. They always have. So that's the perfect letdown or hangover. Or so a team that you beat. Yeah, it ain't even a trap game with San Antonio, but a team you beat earlier in the year. San Antonio got to figure it out, get back. I could see a slow start even with the rest, and San Antonio winning the game.
I'm with you on that, because similar to how I think we kind of our motivation for how we play against Dallas is off of the energy off the first night, back to back and whatever. I think the get back factor matters. They probably just take a tough L or play a tough game against Houston. So then I think they probably try to, really, really want this one. And I think they get us, to be honest. 6-3, we get a night off, then we go to Phoenix. This is another one of those teams where every time I see them, I'm taking the dub. We just better than Phoenix. And if Herb is I don't believe in what Phoenix brought in as far as the paint players with Malawak and who's the other big? Mark Williams.
They still got Nick Richards. They got 3 7-footers.
Dominated. I don't care. I think we gonna dominate that team. Booker not enough, and I just don't trust Jalen Green like that. What y'all think?
I think they have too many different things to figure out.
New coach.
Phoenix. Yeah. I think a lot of that fear factor is probably gone, and they're gonna be going through a transitional period. I don't know if they have enough impact players right out the gate that's gonna complement Book in the way that they need it, to where you're gonna see them being really good to start the year. So I would give the Pelicans that edge after a night off.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, and Z, for whatever reason, just when he see the Suns, bro, ever since the playoff loss, he go crazy against them. Next we come back home. And we got Portland. Now, Portland lately with all of the size has been playing us tough. They got Drew and all of that, but at this point we 7-3, 10 games in. I think that's one of those teams kind of in your range. You gotta beat them, especially since you got the Lakers coming in next. I think you beat Portland. That's my opinion. First time you seeing them, I think you get them at home.
I don't even know who's on Portland's team, bro. Like, I know it's Scoot and Jeremy Grant still. I feel like he's been there for like 10 years now. But we should beat them. But Portland, like, they played well. Was that like towards the end of the season? They played tough, and like, I mean, they embarrassed us last year too.
When we was healthy, we beat them
by 2 on a block from Zion.
It was a win, though.
You know what, man? I think until there are some changes in Zion's game, I think these are the kind of games these are the matchups that they're gonna give him trouble because they got 2 7'2", 3 centers, right? Two of them between what's my dog name that they just drafted? Yang and
Clinging.
right, and Klinigan. But they also got Tomani Kamara, who is a hell of a defender. So you got to deal with that. It's a bunch of wingspan, a bunch of size. We saw this without Yang, but we saw this was one of the issues that they dealt with when they played earlier in the year when Zion was healthy last season. I mean, I believe Portland, if I'm right, Portland was the first loss that the Pelicans had last year.
Yeah.
So just the wingspan, the fact
Herb
that
went down that game, I think too. Herb and
Zion,
CJ, huh?
Yeah. No. I think
Herb
CJ
went down
got
the
hurt.
next game. Herb went down against Golden State. It was Pods. I think it was Pajinski who fell on his shoulder.
Okay. Yeah, but Portland got a lot of talent, man. And I think Drew's gonna serve a really important piece for them as that glue that they kind of need for like the amount of youth that they have. They got Simons out of there. I don't know if Portland necessarily is gonna be better than the Pelicans all year, but I think starting out and just matchup wise, I don't like that matchup for New Orleans.
So I'm gonna tell you why I think we get this W, and it's gonna be two things that this will be, because right now we 7-3, and I think a lot of that is gonna be I don't think we would have seen a matchup yet that would have been like really challenging yet. And I think this would have been one of the first ones. I think this is where you see the evolution of Trey's game. If Trey takes the step that we think he's going to take, and if Poole is what we think he is, these are the kind of games that you have to win, where Zion might not be necessarily the best matchup. But if we think Trey's going to take damn near an all-star league, you're probably seeing a second or third defender. You got to be able to go punish that. You got to punish that matchup. Similarly to Jordan Poole, like in those particular games, this is where I think the athleticism being having Trey play better next to Z all comes into play. And those games that used to be tough matchups, specifically with Z, when you had Brandon that wasn't a spacer, or you had CJ that wasn't as athletic, I think this is where Poole and Trey come into play. Thoughts? All right. So let's take it as a dub right now, but we'll count it as like a hard fought dub. Then he absolutely be giving us work. Crazy. So right now we 8-3. You got the Lakers coming to town, bro. We be having more Lakers fans in the building than Pels fans, damn near. So I'm gonna call that as an L. It's gonna probably be more Lakers fans, more Luka jerseys and Bryant jerseys. We play them tough sometimes, but I feel like that first time we play them, bro, they just be blowing out. We look like we don't belong on the floor with them sometimes when we see them. Like it's really disgusting.
They usually embarrass us every first time we see them.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna still have like healthy, skinny Luka who not into the season yet, who's starting to get sloppy with it. You're gonna get this still first 15 games of Luka where he still got a point to prove and ain't settled in yet. Yeah,
Luka might win MVP, dog. Let me ask y'all this and see if it matters. So the Lakers at the time will be on a 5-game road trip, and this is gonna be the first night of a back-to-back for them. Do you think that matter at all?
It could ultimately, like, let's say if that's the game where they decide to rest Brian, for example.
The next game is Milwaukee. I think they play Milwaukee the next night.
So it depends on how they play it. But I mean, I'm with Mike. I would count this as an L.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it as an L.
Absolutely an L.
Yeah. So we 8-4. We got the Warriors next. On one night rest. Warriors coming to town. What you think?
That's dub. I think you gotta beat Golden State. And as I just don't know what Golden State's doing. I know they're gonna have Jimmy for the full season now, We know Jimmy is really lackadaisical during the regular season, but I don't. I think you gotta win, but I think Golden State gonna be tough. I think they're gonna be tough, and I think you got to get this one because the next one definitely an L.
The next one definitely an L.
So
the next one definitely an L. I got them winning, to be honest, because I'm sorry, Chris. I got them winning because I just think we better than Golden State. When Zion plays, we better than I said it. I think we better than Golden State. I think like as far as a regular season team, and I know they played well when Jimmy got there towards the end of the season, but they'll probably be fresher to a degree since it's still the beginning of the season. But man, we see Zion get them dudes hell. We've seen Zion give Jimmy hell, Draymond, all of them, and I think this will be Jordan Poole's first time being able to get some real get back against the Pelicans. So I think this is one of those moments where, like, for Poole, the Pelicans gonna be on. Joe Dumore's gonna have us on that type of time. You know what I mean? I got us winning that one. What you think, Chris?
I can see that because they gotta like you mentioned, they gotta have a game like with the rest of the schedule that's coming up. Like even for the rest of the week, like you get Atlanta at the end of the week, but Atlanta's gonna be a tough team defensively. They play a pace that's on the second night of a back-to-back ain't gonna be fun to play. So I think the game that's probably most important is the game to start. I mean, that's 5 games that week.
Yeah.
5 games in 7 nights. So you probably need to win that Golden State game. And I do think that Jordan Poole element, I think that matters. I think Zion, we talking middle November because Zion got this thing to where a lot of time it take him a little bit to get going. He's a slow starter throughout the year.
Like 2-3 weeks.
You got to give him he missing shots that he typically don't miss, certain layups. He not getting up, he not getting to the rim, and then it's a random game where everything just clicks and he looks like himself. This could be one of those games. I could see them winning this one.
Yeah, and also to mention, we would be in the midst of a 5-game homestand. So some of these you gotta have, like the Portland game, you gotta have. The Lakers, you probably gonna lose. The Warriors, you gotta have, because OKC is an L. I'm not. That's an L.
Yeah, it is.
Simulated to the
end. Yeah. OKC is an L. You got Denver on. You got Denver to finish off the homestand. This is the one that's kind of tough. What you think? Is that on Oh yeah, and we got OKC on that back-to-back. That's absolutely an L. And then you got one night off before you got Denver. I think we get back against Denver to finish off the homestand above 500. You be 3-2 at home. So I got them winning that one. What y'all think?
It's gonna be tough, bro. I think we always play Denver hard, so I do think it's a chance we win.
I'm with it if you just want to give Denver the respect that they got, like, Joker.
Joker gonna give you a triple double. It ain't gonna look at then you're gonna look at the stat sheet. He's gonna have like 30, 20, and 12. I really do like the addition of like Cam Johnson for them. Like I know his stats are very similar to Michael Porter Jr., but I just think like fit wise with them was just like, hey, bro, you literally just shooting, and he ain't gonna come in there worrying about, man, I gotta get my shots. So I do like that addition. I ain't really worrying about Bruce Brown. I think he cooked, to be honest with you. I do like the Jonas pickup. So it's gonna be, forget it. We getting the dub. I say all that to say we getting the W. Forget it.
What you think, Chris?
Give me that W, man.
I think Denver probably for the first time in a few years have taken their depth a little bit more seriously because they have to. And I think adding Jonas was a big part of that. Like they was going through years, man, without a backup center. They just punted having a backup center. It didn't matter. But I think the Pelicans gonna lose the following 2 after this. So I got them winning this one.
I think I'm on board with you. What y'all want? One of y'all want to address that? Why y'all feel like we can't beat OKC given her probably guards SGA better than anybody?
I mean, we've seen offense always beats defense. We've been in the playoffs and we've seen Herb try to guard SGA, and SGA still goes for like 30. He's going to score. I just think OKC is at that they're defending champs. They're at that tier. You know what I mean? The only thing I can say, like, I know J-Dub got like surgery on his wrist. So if he's not back like fully 100, then maybe. But I just don't think we're on the same playing field with OKC unless, you know, like they got to. That's one of those, like, the Pelicans gonna have to come out and like, show me.
I don't think I've seen Zion dominate the Thunder yet. And I think that's the thing for me. I think a couple of years ago, there may have been a game, maybe Brandon said, or somebody said, maybe it was Zion that said. I don't remember.
Zion played. It was the game. It was the game where, not to cut you off, I'm sorry, but it was the game where Jordan Hawkins shot like we were down by like 20, and CJ went off in OKC and we won. But Zion had a horrible game.
Okay, so I haven't seen him not just play well. I haven't seen him dominate the Thunder. And if you're gonna beat the Oklahoma City, your superstar has to have a dominant performance. It's similar to that Portland conversation we were having. I don't know if that's a really good matchup. If it's a matchup for his playing style, he gonna end up on the ground a lot. They got they got rim protectors, and they got really good, contesters at the rim. Now they just lost the rookie that they drafted. They were supposed to bring us some Thomas Sorber. Yeah. So we'll see how that plays. But it really hasn't mattered for them. But I think the amount of defenders and the type of guys that Zion got, the gauntlet that he gotta fucking get through just to get to the goal.
Yeah.
It's taxing, man. And he gonna end up on the ground a lot. He gonna end up frustrated until I see him actually overcome and take a game against Oklahoma City. I gotta get him the
get him the respect they did. Yeah. I don't see them. And then Trey gonna have to get that BI treatment, that Lou Dort treatment, probably. Nah. So the next one, you got Dallas on the road. What are we right now against Dallas? We 1-1 with Dallas right now. No, we beat them
1-1.
We beat them no, right?
1-0.
No, we played them once.
1-0. We 1-0 right now. We beat them. I think that's an L.
It's an L for It's an L for me too.
Yeah,
I think that's an L. I told you, me and you argued about this last time, Mike. I think this one an L too. The Atlanta just beats us, bro. Like, I don't know why. Trey,
I think that was just that one season, because before that we were smoking Atlanta.
No, we wasn't. He checked the record against. We like 2-6 or 2-8 against Atlanta.
Oh no, I see. I can see if we lose this one. Like, I ain't,
Yeah, it's a back-to-back. The then first game at home.
Bro, Joe might tell them boys, like, hey, they got your pick next year. Like y'all got to come out and like dominate these dudes. Are they about to get this top 10 pick allegedly?
But you know what though? That might also be one of those, like, if I was targeting like a schedule rest game, it's this game. It's 100% this game. It's the second night of a back-to-back, and it's your fifth game in what is this?
Yes.
In the week. Yeah. Like, it's the perfect kind. It sucks that it would have to be
10-6. You're 10-6 right now too.
Maybe in that respect they choose to use the Dallas game as the one that they rest, but probably not. That's typically not how they do it. The second night will be the one that they that you rest. Atlanta got youth, athleticism, they got pace, and like y'all mentioned, they just, for whatever reason, they always seem to give the Pelicans a problem. Now the Pels have been in a lot of these games, and I know that they've won a couple, but at some point Atlanta just take
Trey
off.
Close, man.
Man. So I wouldn't bet them winning this game.
Yeah, I ain't even tripping on it, to be honest, because you got a couple coming up that I think you could get. So after this one, you got a day's rest. You got Chicago. Anytime you see Chicago, I just don't think they got enough talent. I think they don't even really play us tough, to be honest. Yeah. We in agreement on that?
Yeah.
All right. Take that as a dub. Memphis at home. This is you got a night before Memphis come in. You beat them. You beat them the first time in their place. This the first time they come in to your building. I personally think we get the dub again to kind of all of those mid-tier teams, those teams that we competing with, that like again, and I still just think we're better than Memphis. Like I know we have the coaching questions, but we don't know nothing about their coach either. The what was the coach name? The Taylor Jenkins version of Memphis. Yes, they're going to be Memphis, but we don't know what this version of Memphis is going to look like. Like I kind of give us benefit of the doubt. I got us taking the dub against Memphis, sending a message. That shit that y'all pulled off that year was whack. We win it. What you think?
Man, I don't know. I again, like by this point, Triple J is probably gonna be like healthy and in season ready to go. I ain't the biggest fan of him, honestly. I hate the way he play basketball, but he's effective. And Chris mentioned it earlier, like, bro, this Zion home, essentially, bro. His college coach is in BR, so he always be coming down here a lot, like helping
Talk
him with
about Ja?
Yeah, which is why he always here in New Orleans because of his coach being coaching at LSU. So it's like his home, bro. Like it might be. I don't know. I think we're gonna take the L.
Take the L. 1-1. Chris, you deciding factor. What you think?
I'm not picking the Pelicans to beat Ja Morant in New Orleans ever again.
Oh, the two game winners.
Ever again, bro. I'm just not doing it. Ja got it, man.
All right. We 11-8. You go on the road to Golden State. 2 days rest. You think how do you feel about us against Golden State in Golden State? I think we gave us the W against them the first time. You think they get us?
Yeah.
Chase Center, yeah, they got you.
Okay.
Are they on a back-to-back or anything? Because, they got older players. They definitely going to be getting scheduled rest.
Nope.
Oh, the next two L's.
So, I think I got these. What's the next two? Golden State and then the Lakers? And then Mini?
Yeah.
Dog, we getting a win against Golden State. I'm gonna go with y'all because y'all saying this the L, but I personally think we're gonna win that game. The Lakers game in LA, that's a loss. And it's we on a back-to-back, and that was also why I thought we would win the Golden State game because it's gonna be the first night of a back-to-back. Actually,
unless Poole have one of them games, he gonna be back in Golden State. He might be like, yeah, I'm ready for y'all, and he might have one of them 30-40 point games.
Bro, you remember? I don't remember what season this was. And Chris, I know you only got a little bit of time left, but I know. Remember that season, bro? We beat Golden State like 3 or 4 times that year. If you remember, the
49
win, the 49 win,
beating the brakes off them,
bro, blowing them out and everything. And then the games that we lost, you got to remember, bro. It's been taking Steph Curry to go for damn near 40 for them to survive against us. Even last season. When Zion, I think Zion missed the Golden State game, bro. Like, what's your boy Lindsay or whatever? The dude came off the bench. We was up 20 and just went to bombing threes, bro. Came back and beat us. I personally think we're gonna win that Golden State game, but I'm gonna roll with y'all and give us the L. We're gonna rapid fire some of these, so because Chris got to get out of here. Lakers on the road.
L.
All right. 11-10. Mini, you about to go into a home and home series with Mini.
So Alvin know how I feel about when we play Mini. I look at Mini how we look at the Kings. And every time Zion see Mini is belt to ass. And it's gonna be more belt to ass every time we play Mini with Zion. So that's 2 dubs for me.
Man. I agree, man. It's something about when he see Rudy, and he see Ant, man. It just he turns into a different monster, bro. So yeah, I got them winning both actually.
So look, this is the thing about it. So right now we 13-10, but you just came off a 3-game losing streak. You lost to Golden State, you lost to Memphis, Golden State, the Lakers. So you finally got your 2 against many. You got Brooklyn. This is why I think we get on a little bit of a run. You got Brooklyn. You got to beat Brooklyn. We're not going to, like, we in agreement on that? What you think? You think Brooklyn?
Yeah, definitely.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
absolutely.
I saw your face, Chris. I was like, wait a minute. Hold on.
Nah. You Igor Denham not
Yeah.
getting it done, bro. Like,
All right, Cam Thomas might not even be playing. Then you got the Spurs at home. I just think teams like the Spurs, I think not only are we better than them, but I think you have to send the message to the Spurs that, like, y'all not on that level, especially if you're gonna be the type of team that we think they're gonna be. You got to beat the Spurs, Suns, all those teams. What you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Agreed.
All right, so I got Dub. You 15-10. They got the cup games, so I'm not really gonna count too many of those. It's kind of hard to figure out how that's gonna play out and when you play and all of that. So we skip through that.
Yeah.
Coming out of that, you got Houston at home. I told y'all, for me, that's an L. What y'all think? Houston. I'll listen if y'all got pushback, but for me,
man, because every game I've been, KD, he ain't job, man, but maybe it's just me. Every time KD come to the city, I feel like he tore us
like
the
15-0. He like 50. Yeah, I'm about to say. I thought he like 15-0 against us or something like that.
Like it's something really, really bad, dog. So it's not gonna stop now with more talent, man. It just it's what it is.
Yeah, no.
I think we're gonna play them tough. I think that them losing Dylan Brooks is gonna be a bigger issue than they think.
Mm-hmm.
But I still give them the dub this time around.
Same.
Yeah,
Same.
no, we're not beating that team. Indy. You got Indy, no Halliburton, no Turner. We played them well when they even have them. That's a dub. 16-11. You got Dallas at home, 1 day's rest. Right now, you are 1-1 with Dallas. I think that's another one. Kyrie's still not there.
This is gonna be a dub. It's gonna be a dub.
I think they got it.
At the house, that's the last game before you go back on the road, because I got the next one as a loss.
Absolutely.
Bad match.
Yeah. Donovan Mitchell we don't
not
play
just
well.
that. This is not just Donovan Mitchell. Like, to Chris's point earlier, when you have like they got Jared Allen and Mobley, like, in that area where Zion likes to operate. It's similar to why Zion used to struggle against Utah all them years when they had you know what I mean, like Kessler and Larry and whoever else they had, and why we used to struggle. He would struggle with Milwaukee when you had Giannis and Brook Lopez, and why he struggled with Orlando. They have those two bigs back there. So
he's gonna have to get over that shit at some point if he's gonna be what we think he's gonna be. I ain't saying you can't have no weaknesses, but at some point that shit can't matter.
Until that man shoots a midi, he gonna struggle.
There you go.
You got home and home with Phoenix. You got to win both of those.
Zion, love these, boy.
Home and home against the Suns. We might see. You might get like season-worthy highlights out of this one.
Yeah,
that's them highlights that they put on the loop for NBA commercials and whatnot.
Yep. I think Book gonna get one though.
Nope. Fuck no. Book been putting 50 on us. Like, that shit dead.
That man averaged 50 on us for like
them days is dead. So this is the season we start. Nope, fuck no. Beating you. No. No. Watch, I'm telling you, they're gonna beat that. Like, when the team been busting you up to where you finally better than them and you get a chance to get your get back. This is Phoenix and Sacramento, bro. I'm telling you. That's how we getting ready to start. Now, this is a stretch you have to do well in, because you had 3 coming out of the cup games. You got 3 at home, the road game of Cleveland, and then you got 3 more at home. So right now, you 2-1 on the first side, and then technically you got 2, because I think you're gonna lose this last one to the Knicks. Or do y'all think they finished the home strand? I told you I thought Brunson was just him.
He is, but the rest of the team ain't.
Cat, Brunson, Cat,
Anunoby, Bridges.
Hard, Bridges.
You know what?
Bridges
That's one of them.
is cool, man.
These are one of these. This is one of the matchups that I actually like for them.
Like test to see what kind of team you are.
Well, not just that. I like the matchup for the Pelicans. You know what I'm saying?
It's like somebody for each person.
Yeah, like even as talented as New York is, I think them not being able to figure out how, like, what's best, like the best way to close games, whether we going all offense or we trying like, because they can't balance it out with Brunson and Cat because they lose too much on the defensive side of the ball. So, and I don't think that there's a real Zion factor there. I think guys like Cat get in foul trouble, Mitchell Robinson. I actually, it's a lot of talent over there, but I like in New Orleans. I kind of like. I
get y'all. If y'all say we're gonna take the dub, I'll take it.
Well, I mean, look, because you telling me
Mike Brown's not good to me. He's okay.
The record that has been predicted so far is telling me the Pelicans are a good team, right?
Yep, 19-12.
Then they should have a chance to win this game the same way that the Knicks should. So come out of match at that point.
That was what I was about to say. To Chris's point, for me, like if I'm saying the Pels gonna be top 6, is gonna get maybe anywhere from 48, 49 wins, you gotta be able to beat some of the better teams.
Yep. Fuck it, dub. I'll take it. We're getting ready to end the season. We about to end the year strong because I think we going to Chicago and we gonna win and celebrate. We're gonna win and celebrate. We 20-12. Last game of the year before we bring in the new year against Chicago. You cannot lose to those teams. You are officially on a 4-game winning streak. You 21-12. Boom. 21-12, bringing in the new year. Chris, whenever you're ready, just let me know, dog.
Okay. Go ahead.
Portland. First game of the season, Portland at home. Again, you on a 4-game win streak. Willie typically lose at 5. I think you beat Portland the last time. The only reason I'm torn about it is because it's the first game of the new year and you got some momentum going. So I kind of want to say dub. You know what? I'm gonna give them this dub because they're getting ready to lose. They're about to go on one of those typical Pels losing streaks in a little bit.
I was about to say, I think they're gonna beat Portland, get to the 5-game winning streak, and then they're gonna lose the next 3. At Miami, then you gonna fly back to LA, then have to go to Atlanta. I think that's gonna be 3 straight losses.
Yeah. What you think, Chris, about the Portland?
I think they beat Portland. And then I think this next stretch is
that's the Hellraiser.
The month of January ain't gonna be all that fun. It's some games that they should win here, but I do not like this month for them. Yeah,
January is tough. Chris, let me ask you this: they 22-12. How do you feel about Willie Green at that point? Is he getting an extension?
No.
10 games over 500. No.
You better not?
No. Are you think they comfortable with Willie?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I don't think you can be comfortable with Willie unless you make it out the first round. If you make it, like I think that's when you have that conversation. But nah, you ain't getting no preemptive extension.
Okay, so let's go on the road against Miami. We all kind of agree L. And then
I say L, but dog, the last I saw
Miami. Who do Miami have? They just play us tough, but who do Miami? Dog, Bam and Tyler, respectively, and Khalil Ware shouldn't be able to beat.
They got Norman Powell.
That's an L. That's a fucking L, bro. Spo and Bam and Tyler just be giving Tyler, bro. When Tyler see the Pelicans, I don't know why, but he just started looking like all-star level Tyler. That's a fucking L,
bro. I trust in Spo. So
Yeah, and then you got the Lakers. You was on the road, take a night, then you back home again. They're gonna be too many fucking Lakers jerseys. Luka gonna be in his MVP mode.
They just not being the Lakers ever
They
again.
just not ever, bro. Not ever. But like I firmly believe Luka gonna be on like an MVP test next year. Like how I believe in Zion after everything Luka went through, and they kind of flamed out. That was one of Luka's worst playoff performances like of his career. I think he's gonna be motivated to come back. And teams he typically put belt ass to is us. So I just Brian is his own problem. Now I don't think their team is that great, but I think they gonna fucking beat us.
Yeah.
I told you the next 3 are L's.
All right, 23 and 14. Atlanta. You got us losing both games to Atlanta? Okay.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna argue. You still good because this was and Mike, we talked about this too. So what me and Mike said is you have to give yourself some wiggle room to be able to go on these types of losing streaks. So you just lost 3 in a row, but before that you had won 5 in a row. So you lost 3, but you still 23 and 15, and you still in good space. So then you got Washington. We're not gonna talk about it. That's on the road. I'm sorry, CJ, if you even still there. That's a dub, bro. We've been waiting to put Zion been waiting to put foot in fucking CJ. That's crazy. I'm sorry.
That was wild.
All right.
Bro, listen,
you know
what you know what I mean? Like they've been waiting to dominate that guy. That's crazy. On the road against Orlando.
That's a L.
Yes.
And look,
kryptonite.
Me and Elvin had a argument about this because I know we've gone through the schedule, but it was on the who's better out of Paolo and Zion. I had Paolo, he had Zion, so I just leave it there.
Okay. I think Zion better. I just think it's
highest ceiling in my opinion.
I think Zion has certain matchups. Like I don't know, bro, because I think people discredit his ability to make quick adjustments.
Mm-hmm.
And I do agree with Alvin that eventually he's gonna have to be able to figure out how to beat these double big lineups, beat these teams with all these different, weight, wingspans, athletic guys to throw at him. But it's not even just that side of the ball, man. Like even when I watched them even when I watched them be able to score against Orlando, it's like Franz C. Candy, Paulo C. Candy. Like it's just I've watched them go back and forth, just destroying the Pelicans. I don't know if you have. I got to see what the Pelicans look like at center night to night to be able to believe that they got a shot to beat a team that's kind of built like that.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be an L. Like I said, I think Paulo's better. I won't argue that Zion has a higher ceiling, but I just think first of all, Paulo's available besides his last season. That's one, and you got to be available to be effective. And I just think he's better. But I think nonetheless, even still, like whether who better or not, it's gonna be an L.
Yeah, I think we lose. But Z's the better player. Let's rapid fire some of these. We got Denver next on the first night of a back-to-back. At home. We got Denver and Brooklyn. I think we definitely beat Brooklyn.
We're gonna win both of these because essentially, if we lose to Orlando, that's about we're gonna be lost 4 of the last 5. So I think we're gonna get on like a little
mini get right
until we run into Houston
and Denver on the first night of a back-to-back. So I think they're gonna probably. I think we're gonna get that one, to be honest. What you think, Chris?
I could see that. I could see them winning the next 3, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah, I'm not gonna argue. We'll take the next 3, and then I'm pretty sure we all got us taking this L to Houston on the road. Yeah, because you're on the road.
They're gonna get one of these, but it's not. It ain't that one.
It ain't that one.
Yeah.
It ain't that one. You 27 and 17 at home against Detroit. I kind of want not discuss, but I kind of want to hear y'all thoughts about Detroit because of their style of play.
It's another team I do not. I don't like. I don't
The
like
matchup.
them play. I don't love the matchup. Not for the same reason. As say Orlando or Cleveland.
They remind me a little bit of the Orlando team, just a lesser degree, in my opinion.
I don't think until I see it, I don't think teams that are good that play the right way, they have multiple perimeter players or multiple ways to beat you offensively with the ball. I think it's gonna give them trouble. It gives most teams trouble. So you talking Ivy coming back, Cade, you can throw the ball down to Duran. Ron Holland's gonna have a more advanced role this year.
Then they got Duncan.
A Sword Thompson.
Like I don't
take
know.
A step.
He might take another step offensively. They just got a lot of. They just got too many different ways to kind of overwhelm you offensively.
And I was about to say for me, like the Pels is soft, bro. Until I see that, like, so any team that play physical with them, any type of physicality, I think they crumble. So until like they can handle teams that, because Detroit is going to play them like physically. So
okay, I'm with that. Let's go. We got Memphis on the road. I think we take Memphis on the road. Get back from the one that we lost.
Yeah.
What you got, Chris? L. Dub. You look torn.
I think they'll get this one.
Yeah. Okay. And then Spurs on the road.
Spurs catches this one.
Think so?
Yeah, I think we beat them with the first 3 already.
We lost. We 1-1.
Oh no, well we get this one then.
1, 2. No, we 2-1. We 2-1 against them right now.
Oh, make it 3-1. Yeah, we got that.
Yeah, I don't see the Spurs. I really don't see the Spurs beating us, bro. I don't believe in Miss Johnson. I don't like the Wemby gonna be good, but I don't know. That's just me.
I think they're losing the next 4.
The next 4?
Yep.
Philly? We don't even know if Embiid playing.
I don't know if Zion playing.
That's very true. But hold up. But Zion at least starting the season. So we at least like know the season Zion playing.
Yeah. Nah, that's fair.
And what you think of PG?
I just don't like. I don't like them going to Philly. I don't think anything ever happens good to New Orleans when they go to Philly.
Yeah,
bro.
last time we went to Philly, that's when Zion was out with the hammy.
Bro, it was around this time of year too. It's in this January, isn't it?
Yep.
29-19, we probably be 2 seed. If we 29-19 at this point, you probably looking at a third. You probably sitting at 3 or 4,
maybe.
And we better not.
You in the top 6. That's all I know. You in the top.
You
6.
in the top 6 at 29-19. So you got loss of OKC at home to Memphis. You said loss to Memphis. Oh yeah, y'all said the next.
You said the next
3.
And the Memphis game on ESPN, dog.
Yeah,
we terrible. They always embarrass us in front of the host.
Terrible on TV. Yeah. Dog, I can't give us no loss to Philly. I'm sorry. Like, you believe in Philly?
Again, it's not that it's. I don't know what Philly's gonna be looking like, but I'm factoring
barbecue chicken probably.
This is probably a game. The night before against Memphis, national television, there's gonna be a lot of energy. And you gotta go to Philly. Who knows what they gonna look like? But for right now, I'm treating them as either close to healthy. You'd have lost 3 in a row at this point. In my eyes, it's gonna be a lot easier to lose that 4th before they shake right.
This would be
because they're gonna win the next 3.
So this would be This would be 2 in a row. You beat Memphis and the Spurs. You lost to OKC in Memphis, and then you are on the second night of the back. The Philly game is the second night of the back-to-back.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what? Fuck it. I'll give it the L. It's all right.
Yeah,
Philly can have this.
They're gonna get an L because they're gonna win the next 3.
21. Charlotte, Milwaukee, mini. I'm not discussing Charlotte. W. Milwaukee. It's Giannis.
It's Giannis, but who else?
I give him the dub.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna win.
yeah.
And I already tell you how I feel about Minnie. Like, yeah.
He gonna get one, dog. He gonna give.
Son, they are the new kings to us.
He gonna get. You know what? I think he gonna get one. It's gonna be that one at the end of the season.
That's because we sitting everybody for. That's because we already don't got our seeding done, and we sitting everybody.
I hope so, but that's gonna be the one for sure. But I give it to us for right now. And Minnie at that time will be coming in on the third game of it's like one of the like 3rd and 4 nights type shit, something like that.
Well,
so Minnie got a little stretch going. Then you got Sac at home. You start a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 game homestand. You gotta be Sacramento.
Break. Yep.
Yeah.
I think, they get Sacramento and they get Miami. Well, they got to. They lost them early in the year, so yeah, they got
it.
Sacramento, Miami. Chris, why was y'all experiment not like this?
Blame Lito, bro.
I'm like,
blame Lito.
Milwaukee at home. Giannis gonna get his get back though. I can't see us beating them. You gonna think we beat Giannis twice? They're not good.
Yeah, as long as Giannis out there, bro, they winning. They're not in the Eastern Conference,
Pelicans, bro.
They are not, bro. He getting one.
He not getting fucking swept by the Pelicans. I just can't see that. Philly at home.
They'll beat Philly.
Yeah.
Second night of a back-to-back. Yeah. Do that matter?
We're gonna beat Philly.
No, yeah, they got Philly.
Okay. We 35-23. Right in the midst of February. Boom, I'm gonna hit you, Chris, with what I told him. This is when I think we make this because by this point we ain't account for this. We don't know what Queen gonna look like. We don't know what Fear is gonna look like. DeJounte is probably back, and playing, and you could decide because Mike, real quick, do you think DeJounte plays this season for the Pelicans or finishes the season?
I don't think he plays another game for the Pelicans.
Chris, where you at? Because right now you got to decide what to do with him around this time because it's trade deadline time.
Well, I mean, he would be. What do they need at this point?
I told you. I think my thought is I think they're gonna get some bonus.
Okay.
By this point in the season, if we 35-23, you talking about 58 games in, Sacramento should be. Their season should be pretty much over. Getting ready to lean into the tank because it's a great draft class.
For Boozer at this point.
Yeah.
So I could see that. I can 100% see that if they end up and DeJounte would be part of meaningful salary to end up making this work.
Yep.
So okay, all right.
So let's say hypothetically, and that's what I did with him. Let's say hypothetically, you make the move, you bring in Sabonis. So now your lineups going forward looks something like, because the trade package to get Sabonis will probably include DeJounte, Hawk, Jose, and you might have to give up Missy, but maybe not.
You definitely got to give up Missy.
I think so. So, and even still, I'm not worried about giving him up if I'm getting Sabonis. I keep Looney and still got Queen. Yeah. So that's the trade package salary wise that go out. But your lineup now looks like Sabonis, Herb, Z, Trey, Poole, and then your bench is like Queen, Fears, Sadiq Bey, and then again Sabonis is still a 2014 and 9 kind of guy.
Can you trade for Sabonis and get the best out of Queen?
Queen coming off the second unit, I absolutely believe so.
But they got to be able to play together.
I absolutely think so because Queen can operate on the perimeter, and Sabonis is versatile enough where he can play down low if he needs to. We've seen him play in the post effectively, and you've seen him space if you need Queen to go down low. And I think you'll get a not as physical, but I think you'll get a real skillful version of like not AD and Boogie, but like you know how you could play the two bigs and they both have really good skill sets. I think you absolutely could get that between those two. You'll address some of your rebounding issues as well because Queen, whatever you say, he rebounds. Sabonis rebounds.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
So
I'm
I think they because Sabonis is a free agent in 27, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah.
think he got
So
what is that?
I
2 years left on the deal.
yeah. So if you trade for him, you essentially gonna have, up to that time, like you can at least
You can
see
see
how
what
it
you look
looks,
like.
and then like
Mhm.
if you think Queen is ready, you know what I mean, then you can essentially just trade
Listen,
Sabonis elsewhere or something like that too. But
if they sitting at and we'll go through the rest pretty quick, but if they sitting at 35 and 23 going into the trade deadline, were you talking about being possibly third or fourth in the Western Conference
they're
and
gonna make a
Sacramento?
move.
Yeah, like and everybody's saying DeJounte's probably not gonna play. So he has to go for something.
Yeah.
And that's $30 million salary. So like you can't bring him back for nothing. So either he's going for an impact player or he's going for a combination of I think really good role players to total up the salary.
I just think he's gonna be gone. If the Pelicans are, I know we gotta get back to it, but if the Pelicans are 35 and 23, like you mentioned, and you bring him back, you can't justify starting him and putting Poole on the bench. And Willie's not gonna put Herb on the bench. So DeJounte is like not gonna want to come off the bench. You know what I mean?
Absolutely not.
So he gotta go.
And then Sabonis, you starting him over. It's not even a
question.
Yeah, we're not even gonna discuss it. So after that, Sabonis is now on this team, Chris. Okay. You got Golden State at home.
It's a dub.
You just made the trade. That's a fucking dub. We about to beat y'all asses.
Yeah. They should go on a little run now.
Yeah. And this is perfect time to do it. Then you got two on the road against Utah. You finally got some size to compete with Utah. You ready, Chris? You got to roll.
Let's get through like to mid-March.
Okay. Well, look, we could run it then. So back to back against Utah on the road. Like
they're gonna split them.
They're gonna split. Yeah, I was about to say they're gonna split.
Yeah, they're gonna split.
Okay. Them. So it'll be 37 and 24. I got Utah tanking at that point, by the way. You know they good for a tank. So I technically got them winning both of those. But I'll give the split. Now, you know what? Fuck it, we'll give it the split. On the road, you got this year LA road trip. You got the Clippers first. You finally in March. You think we get the Clippers?
I think that extra firepower helps them out in a matchup like this. So I would say yeah.
Okay.
I think if obviously we talking with like Sabonis there, I think it's gonna be a split between the Clippers and the Lakers. So if we lose to the Clippers, I think we beat LA and vice versa. Okay.
I'm good with that. 38 and 25. Then you got Sacramento. We just took your best player, dog. That's a dog.
Nope. They lose that game.
What?
Really?
They lose that game.
To Levine and DeRozan?
You gotta throw out these games that they.
You gotta account for it. Just account for the random one.
You gotta account for the random losses. Sabonis gone. You playing against Levine and DeRozan, but you also playing against dudes you just traded. You know
Let me ask you this:
true.
Is Sacramento tanking?
More than likely.
We can't ruin the tank.
Because DeRozan ain't gonna be on that team by then. You know what I mean? Levine maybe, but I could just see that being a game where Sacramento just come out with something to prove. And the former players that you let go, Hawk, Messi, and the guys that got over there, Keegan Murray, just sneak away with a win.
Sneak away, okay.
That's fair because they are gonna have some of those games where they just like, bro, y'all just play bad.
And we gave them benefit of doubt in a lot of these because there's flexibility in all of these. It's like some you win some that you lose, and you lose some that you win, or you're supposed to win. Phoenix on the road.
That's an L.
Second night of the back-to-back. I got it as an L too.
Yeah.
38 and 27. Washington at home. CJ not gonna be there, but CJ coming back.
Okay. I give. Well, then, yeah. I mean, the Pelicans gonna win.
Thought CJ gonna smoke us. He gonna get the thank you.
Well, because look, me and Lito talked about this. This is these next two games weird because like
CJ back,
like literally they both come back to New Orleans back-to-back games. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't know what that means, but
I think you beat both of their asses. That's what it means. Oh yeah, we've been waiting. That shit we was talking about. Oh, we've been waiting to foot.
Oh, they gonna beat the hell out of Toronto.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What?
I think Trey is really gonna go ahead and be out like, bro. I should have been had your spot.
I should have been took your bread, bro. Go chill with Glow, dog. You and Glow look good together. This shit is a dub. You 40-27 on the road against Houston. That's an L.
I think the next 3 are L's.
Ooh.
Okay. Let's go L here. 40-28. And then you know what? Fuck it. The Dallas at home. Kyrie might be back. Who knows?
That boy there on the stream said he ain't playing this
He
year.
said I ain't playing next season.
He did. Yeah. He just said that. But you know, AD good for one of them 40-point games back in the city.
Yeah, he and that's the last time we play him too, so he'll probably bust our ass. We got a back-to-back with home and home with the Clippers. I think we win the first one actually, Mike, and I think we lose the last one as CP's last game in New Orleans. I think he's gonna get out there with a dub.
That's fair.
That's a good point. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
I don't know because it's the second night. Like you might have Kawhi sitting.
They're not doing that to CP.
Chris Paul, you're right.
No.
No, they might sit the first game. Game.
Yeah, they might sit the first game and then be like, no, we're not letting Chris Paul last game. The NBA, like that's one of them games that's not on TV, but that's one of those games that they'll flex Chris Paul last game in New Orleans on the farewell tour.
Yep.
Yeah.
You 41-30. Cleveland.
L.
No, what's a bonus? You still think we lose to them?
L.
No, that Garland Mitchell, bro. In combination with the other shit, bro.
Yeah, that shit too much. Then the second season.
I feel like they added somebody too. Didn't they add
DeAndre Hunter? They got.
I feel like they added someone during this offseason. I could be tripping though.
I don't know.
Lonzo Ball.
Lonzo better than Ty Jerome, dog.
Lonzo Ball. Tell Lito that, bro.
Ty Jerome is a barely better than Jose. Like I don't even know if he's better than Jose, dog. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if he's better than Jose.
Man, Lito was talking to me like Ty Jerome was out here feeding families, dog. And I just
Ty Jerome been in the league like 12 years.
All right, I gotta get out of here, fellas. Though, but so far, Lito, whenever you see this, like this, how it's supposed to go. Like we're not supposed to win. They're not supposed to win 40 games, but they're supposed to be like 10 games over 500. So we could end somewhere between 45 and 50. Next time we do this, y'all put together the blueprint, man. So I appreciate y'all, brothers, man. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. All right.
Absolutely appreciate y'all. All right, bro. You be safe, dog. Take care out there.
All right, bro. You too.
All right, Mike. We gonna finish it
for sure.
Mike, we gonna finish it. We 41-31. 41-31. We got the Knicks. We beat them last time. We in New York this time.
We're gonna lose this one.
Hold on. Before we do that, so this is the thing. When you have, because they did their show, and I would love to hear some of the pushback that Lito probably would have been able to give. But I think when you really think about the team and the matchups, and when you really start, like me and you said, when you really start running through it, and you look at it, and it's kind of like, everything being equal to everybody, like with everybody, that's a lot of these games this team should win.
Yeah, bro. And I just think everything's about confidence, bro. Like, so the minute you beat 2 or 3 good teams, it's like, thought we could play with these dudes. Every
Yeah.
other team, like it just like now you going into the game. That's what OKC did. They were losing, then they started winning some, and it's like, oh, we can
Oh,
compete with them. Then so
yeah.
on and so forth.
They're
Yeah,
not
so
as good
I
as I
just think
thought they
it's all about
was.
confidence, and then you start playing teams, and teams be like, oh, we ain't gonna beat them. So it's a dub. It's an L for that the team playing the Pelicans. So
I agree. So we 41 and 31. Would you say we do with the Knicks?
we're gonna lose to the Knicks, but we're gonna win the next 3.
41 and 32. And then you got Detroit. I think we do get our get back on the road in Detroit for Joe.
Yep.
I'm with that. 42 and 32. Toronto. BI, I'm sorry.
It's a dub.
Yeah. I think they just better than them, to be honest. And then, you think we get that last one against Houston?
Yes. I told you I got
Back
to
at
get into
home.
49 games, so we're going to finish. We might not get to 49, but we're going to be close to it. We're going to finish strong.
Let me see, 44 and 32. Then you got Portland on the road against Portland.
It's
You've been on 3 days. You've been on 3 days rest before you go play
it's a
Portland.
dub. It's a dub.
Yeah,
We're closing strong for the season.
Yeah, because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At Portland, you got 6 games. Like Portland makes 6 from there. You got 6 games left. You can't afford at 44-32. You can't afford no loss to no fucking Portland because at that point you're gonna have like OKC, Denver, all of those teams gonna already probably be close to like 52 something wins or whatever.
Yes.
So you're probably not gonna be able to catch one of those, you know what I mean, that top 3 to 4 seed or something like that.
Yes.
So you can't afford a loss to Portland. So I think that's a dub. And even the 49 win season where we did get to the 49 wins, before BI came back, they actually did exactly what we thought they would do, and they finished the season on a really good run.
Absolutely. I think they're going to do it again.
Yeah, Sacramento should be tanking. So I'm going to give us that dub, 46. 32.
We're going to beat Orlando.
I think we finally get one. We still won against Orlando. I don't know how, but I think we're going to steal it. And I think they're going to probably be chilling in the East, not tripping. Utah.
Dub. They for sure going to be tanking by then.
So listen, if that's the case, you right now you on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 game win streak.
I think you're gonna have. I think Willie's gonna break that 5-game winning streak curse.
You think he's gonna run it the rest of the season? I think
we're gonna lose to Boston, but I think he's gonna get past that 5.
We have 5 already. Because you beat Detroit, Toronto, Houston, Portland, Sac, Orlando, Utah. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's 7 so
games.
I think it gets snaps now.
Okay. So you think Boston get us? You think we lose the last 2?
I told you that was Chris said we're gonna lose the mini. I told you how I feel about Minnesota. I told you every time we see mini, we smacking them.
Okay.
Unless
you locked in.
We can't unless there's no unless we for sure locked in at a 5th or 6th seed and there's no whether we win or lose.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way I see we're gonna lose the mini to close out the season.
Okay, I give the Boston and then I give the dub to finish the season. I think we could get that W on the road. Zion at that because we was terrible last year. Went up there and was fucking terrorizing people. 48 and 33. One of the games we missed because it's the
cup.
Yeah, in the cup game or whatever they don't have. You don't know how that's gonna play out. 48 and 33.
I mean, we right around where we was at the last time. 48, 33, 49, and 48, 49. Especially if you add a bonus, bro. That's enough for another
couple wins.
Yeah.
I don't, because when I go back and look through this, I'm trying to see in order for us to get to over 50 wins, right? Like at least over 50 wins, you got to win games that we didn't think. You got to split with the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? You can't lose all of the games to the Lakers. You got to split with Houston. And I just can't. you got to get 1 or 2 from OKC. Like you got to get 1 from OKC at least. Something like, and I just don't know if we gonna have that type of season. But as far as all the like mediocre to bad teams, I think we get all of them.
Yeah.
So I mean, 48-33 is where we landed. Last time we was 49-32, but with that one game floating in there, you don't know how it go.
Mm-hmm. I think 50 is like should be their benchmark. I think you get the 50 wins, you probably guarantee the top 6 seed.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they definitely should aim for that 50, but we'll see, bro. It's gonna be a bloodbath. But I do think a lot of teams that everyone expect gonna be good, just
not gonna be that great.
Be as good. And like for sure, we beating that 31 wins this year. So, but yeah, bro, we'll see.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, well, man, that's gonna be all for us. Shout out to Chris for coming through on behalf of Boo Crew and on behalf of him and Lito. Lito wasn't able to make it. We're gonna go ahead and have to figure a way to get him in and get like some of his thoughts on the season. But again, the Pels and the Blender 82 game schedule breakdown. Right, last time we had it at 49-32. This time, even with Chris, we had it at 48-33. Ending the season on a really good streak, some really good momentum. I really think you should be positive going into this season, man.
Absolutely.
So feel good. Let me ask you this before you roll out. You saw the picture and video of Z at you at yeah.
He ready, bro. I'm telling you. He's ready. He's ready.
He looked. What you think about Teaspoon being back?
Like that's his ride or die. Like he loved Teaspoon, bro. You know what I mean? Griff let her go. I don't know what she did for the team. Like I don't know.
It seemed like she was just keeping him in line, not in line, but like he said when she got let go, it was like his big sis.
And I know we're about to wrap it up. Like essentially for me, I think doesn't have to figure out how to use BI and Zion because they operate in the same space. You're going to see them look just better, and it's going to make it look like he's coaching more. Like it's going to look like it because of the fact you're going to have more, like it's going to be more spray, even with Herb and Misi on the court, because they're not the issues. Misi can set a screen and be out of the play, whereas like though BI and Zion didn't even want to pick and rolls for each other.
I agree. Yeah. Let me ask this, because I think the little teaspoon nugget is important, because I think Griff spent a lot of his time trying to somewhat control Z, kind of get Z under control, to where you saw him just letting go. He let go of Teaspoon. I need to cut that relationship off. And I think Joe Dumars, the benefit of having Joe Dumars is he's like, hey, bro, you want to go work with? No, go get your girl. Come here and do your workout, whatever you need to do to keep yourself in shape and working, and somebody who know you probably know how to get some of the like who you feel can get the best out of you. And you know what else I liked? And I'm pretty sure they had other people there, but like if Master P, like and this is what I respect about P, dog. P about that work.
He is.
P about that work. So I'm pretty sure P was probably watching this dude working out and was like if he wasn't working hard enough, would have been like, hey, dog, you're not getting to it like you need to be getting to it. Like I got sons in college. I practiced a little bit in the league. Like you need to be. So for P to kind of put the stamp of endorsement on it, I think that's a really good sign.
For sure.
Yeah. So shout out to y'all, man, that tuned in, tapped in, all the people that's watching. You know what I mean? Appreciate y'all. That's going to do it for us. I'm A. Davis. My boy Mike B. Shout out to Chris for coming through. Pels in the Blender. We out.